Newcastle Fans TV.
Good evening, everyone. How are you doing? Is all right. Welcome to another video here on NFTV. This is a voiceover video. Please smash that like button. We're going to talk about a little bit about formations, a little bit about personnel who potentially could play. The return of Cristiano Ronaldo at Old Trafford. I'm going to be there. Harry's going to be there as well. It's going to be a very, very difficult afternoon. If Manchester United are even struggling to break us down, they can bring on Ronaldo. I think that may happen. I don't think Ronaldo will start. I think he might come off the bench. But even that, they've got a ton of talent. They've got Sancho, they've got Martial, they've got Rashford, they've got Pogba. You get me drift. We can go on and on and on. So today, right, what I want to look at is the formation that I think Steve Bruce will possibly go with, assuming everybody is fit. That is, here we are. I think it'll be a 5-4-1 system. We know he always plays 5 at the back. Matt Ritchie, who I've picked on in that last video, is going to be left wing back. Jacob Murphy, right wing back. I think Fernandes will come in for Fabian Schär. Lascelles will keep his place despite those 2 penalties give away this season. And Kieran Clark is the left centre back. I think it might be a little bit too early for Paul Dummett. I think Freddie Woodman will keep his place in goal. And then I think ASM will play on the right hand side. Over on the left hand side, assuming he's allowed to play, because obviously the club versus country debate is going on. Miguel Miron might not be allowed to play, but at the time of this recording here on Tuesday, I think Almiron will play because he'll give Bruce work rate. And then I think Isaac Hayden, who has been training during the international break for a good 10 days or so, I think he'll come in. I think he'll come straight from the start, and I think he'll play Joe Willock. Despite Sean Longstaff having a better game, I think those will be your 2 centre midfielders. And I think it'll be up to Willock to try and get forward. And then you've got Callum Wilson, assuming he's fit, but I'm very much doubtful of Callum Wilson. There isn't much news now until we hear from Bruce, but if he is fit, he'll start. I think, will he play the full 90? No, he does have a thigh problem, but there is reports that he's out for a few weeks. We'll have to wait and see about that when Bruce does his press conference on Friday. But what I wanted to have a look at is the potential doubts going into this game. So Jonjo Shelvey is a potential doubt. I don't think he'll start. He'll probably be at best if he makes it on the bench. No, Martin Dubravka's out of this game. Carl Darlow is in the contention for this weekend's game. However, I'm not starting him, even if he's match fit. I think Freddie Woodman hasn't done too much wrong in goal. We've conceded a lot of goals, don't get me wrong, but you can't really point too many at him, maybe just one. But apart from that, I think it's Woodman's to lose at the moment. Callum Wilson, as I've talked about, is a massive doubt. He'll probably miss the game, but yeah, it's going to be an issue. Isaac Hayden, of course, hasn't got any match fitness. Miguel Miron, because of the conflict, as I say, with the Premier League versus FIFA row, Newcastle didn't want to release Miguel Miron because of travel restrictions, because of COVID. It's a dangerous area to go. Newcastle wouldn't allow Miguel to go, so FIFA do have the power to make him miss the game, so we'll have to wait and see. He's a doubt. And Ryan Fraser, who's yet again, which frustrates me, is injured once again going away with Scotland. It's the second time already in the space of a couple of months he's gone down injured. Players who I'm not selecting, Carl Darlow I've already hinted. Jamal Lascelles, for me, his form's been very poor at the start of the season. He would come out of the side for me. So would Matt Ritchie. He's cost us 2 or 3 goals defensively. Paul Dummett, I think it's a little bit too early for him. And even if Miguel Miron is allowed to play, he doesn't get in my side. So assuming, right, that everybody is fit who I've talked about so far in this video, I'm going to change it to 4-2-3-1. It's a popular formation amongst a lot of the Newcastle fan base. I don't want to go at Old Trafford and wave the white flag. That's not what we want to see as football fans. I don't want to see us have 5 at the back and then literally 3-4 parked in front of that back 5. I don't want to see that. I want to see Newcastle a little bit more braver. One, it'll be the element of surprise at Old Trafford. We've gone and scored 2 there, if you remember, from Mutsu and Kennedy in the past. Why can't that happen again? The element of surprise is the first one. And the second one is, what's the point in going and you're just waving the white flag? Have a little go. If you're going to get beat 3-0, 4-0, at least go out and play a bit of football. Give the fans something. I'm travelling. Give us something. But as you can see in my team, Freddie Woodman is in goal. It's Javier Manquillo who's at right back. And that's because I've actually pushed Jacob Murphy further forward. I'll come to that in a minute. Fernandes and Clark are the 2 centre-backs for me. Leaders, and can talk to each other. And I think it's important that Kieran Clark talks to Jamal Lewis. Jamal Lewis comes into the side for me. Look, it's going to be a difficult afternoon for either defender, whoever we pick. But I just feel defensively, Matt Ritchie's costing us too many goals, especially at the back post. Not for me. Jamal Lewis will come into that side and he can also get forward as well. He's got better legs than Ritchie, despite Ritchie having better delivery. Isaac Hayden, if he's in training for me, he has to start. Whether you cannot play the full 90, I think he gives you the best protection in Newcastle's squad. And I think Sean Longstaff's performance against Southampton will probably warrant him. For me, it's not Sean's best position. However, I feel more comfortable with Sean in the team doing the donkey work, because that's what he will be asked, and Hayden, more than Jeff Hendrick and John Joe Shelby. And then, as you can see, I've got Jacob Murphy on the right-hand side. We know that Fraser is not going to be available because of injury. And regardless if Miguel Miron's allowed to play by FIFA, he doesn't get in my side. I just think he doesn't offer much in the final third. I'm getting very frustrated. Yes, he'll work hard and graft, but I would like to see Jacob Murphy on the right because he can get back and help out Javi Manquillo, and he's got a bit of pace. Joe Willock's got to be try and get forward. He's been a little bit quiet this season. He's got to try and get into that box when Newcastle have that rare attack. He's got to. ASM, we all know, give the ball to ASM, he'll get up the pitch. Man United fans, you'll know that tactic. They'll probably have two on ASM. We know that. He's the best talent going forward, trying to get up the pitch. That will happen, but I would like to see him over on the left-hand side, coming inbound. Doesn't stay on the wing. He's got the freedom to come in. And then if Callum Wilson, if he's fit, it's highly unlikely, but if he does scrape it and make it, he'll start. However, even if Callum Wilson and Isaac Hayden don't make it, because they're the two doubts on my side, I'm going to go with Dwight Gale up top. Almost a like for like. I wouldn't have Joe Litton in there. I know Bruce is a big fan and he can probably play Joe Litton behind the striker as well, but not for me. I'll go Dwight Gale. Dwight Gale's actually got a pretty good record scoring at Old Trafford, so I'll go with Gale. And I think he's a poor man's version of Wilson, don't get me wrong, but he's the next best thing. So for me, it's Dwight Gale. And surprisingly, I've actually gone Jeff Hendrick. Jeff Hendrick will get in that side, assuming John Joe Shelby doesn't, because I don't think John Joe Shelby will start, and that's why we haven't got any other choice, really. I mean, you could put Fabian Schär into that position, I guess, in front of the back four, but I feel a little bit more comfortable having a proper midfielder in a position where he knows best. Jeff Hendrick isn't the greatest footballer around, but I'd rather have him first ahead of Fabian Schär. But let us know what you think. We're going to have a proper preview in a couple of days' time, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be a really difficult afternoon. I could see you thumping. I really can. So let us know what you think. Give it a smash, everybody. Smash that like. Thank you very much. Watch what is a day. Ta-da.